YouTube? What the crap's going on? Era of Carthage here, back in Star Wars Empire at War. Definitely been an enjoyable campaign for me, at least. I hope you all have been enjoying it. Do have some ships here at Sullust that I would like to take up to reinforce Illum, since it's kind of a weak point. And then we recently took Alzok 3. We're building everything we need. I'm going to go ahead and take this fleet, and I'm going to hit Karita and try and get the rebel planets out from behind my lines. We've got an enemy fleet approaching Kashyyyk, which is not well defended, but it's defended. Should be, I wouldn't say it's perfectly safe from this stuff, but it hopefully will be safe enough. Let's go ahead and begin. I'll get a never-ending complement of fighters from the space station, but it's a relatively weak space station, and swarms of A-Wings can be dangerous to my units. And it did not bring in the ships the way that I wanted it to, which is frustrating.
Seek out and destroy every intruder to our system.
I have to go back up here.
Star Destroyer reporting in.
Let's get all these fighters up here, all the bombers up here. Just want to stay away from the A-Wings. There were not enemy bombers involved in this group, but the problem is now my Star Destroyers have to travel all the way back to the space station.
TIE interceptor here. Course set.
Yeah, it's just A-Wings, so it should be good for now. I'm going to see if there's any platforms to build.
Interceptor squad reporting.
Having some extra missile batteries would be handy, but I don't see any.
Instructions received.
Awaiting orders.
So we've got a fighter group. Just going to get them pulled together. They're not going to be a great match against the A-Wings.
Bomber standing by.
Cover those group 3. So my defenders are going to be super good against capital ships. Call those guys group 4. I just want to get my Star Destroyers up here closer to the space station and then turn around. And if anything, I'd like to swarm A-Wings with overwhelming numbers. It's going to be about the only way I'm going to have a chance against them. Because one-on-one, they are pretty superior to my fighters. So we'll just try and swarm them when they get close enough to my base, and we'll just have to lure the AI in here. Yeah, those guys are going to turn tail and run. Rebel scum.
Waiting your command. Moving to coordinates.
I'm going to see if I can get that ship to turn around, and we'll start getting this Star Destroyer turned around so that we can face the right direction. A-Wings are going straight in for my bombers, which is irritating. But the TIE defenders there, which one of my defenders actually took a shellacking from the A-Wings.
Engines activated, ready to receive orders.
Our space station is under attack.
Commander.
And I think I killed these guys here. It's group 3.
Reporting in. Our target
Okay, let's get group 2. Start hitting these guys. Group 1 after the A-Wings. Group 3 here.
Roger that.
And group 4. So we can focus fire here. So I got ships moving in. Let's hopefully make the most of this. If I lose my TIE defenders, it's going to be irritating, but these A-Wings just lured my TIE defenders into this fight. They have that lure enemy fighters ability, so that sucks because I'm going to lose TIE defenders there. The Nebulon B frigates, though, are just getting wrecked by my Star Destroyers. And now that my fighters are free of the A-Wings bewitchment, I'll bring them down here to see if we can finish off these A-Wings. The TIE defenders can hold their own temporarily versus A-Wings in an all-out fighter brawl. Let's make sure they stop where they're at. So we got our Star Destroyers in good position. Let's get all these fighters after those X-Wings. Again, fighter swarms are going to be my best bet. AI is going to take its time. They like to mingle around and be lazy and just take forever to get their attack over with rather than concentrate their firepower, which would give them their best chance. They kind of like to attack piecemeal, trying to gain favorable individual engagements, which does not typically go well for them. Let's get in here and engage these A-Wings.
Space station is under attack.
Every A-Wing unit we kill is just one less to fight at that point, so yep, that was a statement of real wisdom right there. And this gets annoying when they do this too. They'll just run up, turn on their shield generator ability, and then run off. I'm not going to go chase them though, because getting out into a swarm of A-Wings is going to cost me a Star Destroyer, and I'm just not going to do it. My fighters are not good enough to fight off swarms of A-Wings. If I had some Tartan cruisers, it would be a different story, but I do not. So AI is going to have to come to me. They attacked anyway. That's the way it works, so I'm camping. 4 A-Wing squadrons here. Let's single this one out.
Yes, Commander. Ready.
Go there, single that one out. There we go. Fighting close to my base and my Star Destroyers is good too. You're going to get a little bit of extra fire support from the capital ships and the star base.
TIE defenders standing by.
Okay.
Squadron moving out.
Looks like another A-Wing squadron. They're going to pull out. Here's one that's going to get caught.
Defender squadron reporting.
Let's just get in, like I said, double team, triple team, whatever we can
Ready
do.
for orders.
Even bring in the TIE bombers. Our base is there shooting off concussion missiles, so that ought to help. But 4 A-Wing squads is actually going to do a tremendous amount of damage in this dogfight. The only thing I have going is numbers and firepower right here. But yeah, those A-Wings are causing some damage. They are ripping apart Group 1, which is my light fighters. Kind of my... And they'll eventually start tearing into my bomber groups too. But everything's getting thrown in here and we are killing them. I'm going to go ahead and redesignate Group 1.
Comlink active. Roger that. Form up.
Get away from that A-Wing, give my guys a break for a second. Look at this stupid crap. Nebulon B frigate comes in, pops its shield boost, and then just turns around. You're gonna have to attack sometime if you want to win. And if I kill all your A-Wing squadrons, then you're gonna really be hurting. They ended up getting their shields busted anyway.
Awaiting orders.
Stay away, TIE
Proceeding.
defenders. Let's not take that fight. Let's let the rebel scum fly around. I'm gonna fast forward from time to time. Okay, Group 1, Group 2, Group 3. Just everybody all in. Get rid of those A-Wings. There we go. Got another A-Wing squad to work on. We are getting rid of A-Wings, but like there's a ton of rebel ships still left in there.
Reporting.
I wish there was a repair satellite that I could get built.
Reporting.
Designate them Group 1. Those TIE fighters are going to get wrecked if we don't bring in reinforcements. So let's...
Yes, Commander.
Okay. Rebel ships taking a beating. Like I said, I'm just trying to keep my firepower concentrated.
Destroyer standing by.
This is not what I want right here.
Ready.
Single TIE interceptor getting blasted by A-Wings, like absolutely wrecked. But we paid back the A-Wings with some heavy losses there. More coming in though. Lots more A-Wings everywhere. They did have 42 of them, I think, coming into the fight. My TIE defenders have actually been pretty handy in these dogfights because of their shields and firepower.
Defender squadron reporting.
Go ahead and get in here.
Star Destroyer reporting in.
Designate my groups.
Defenders ready.
Stay up here. We gotta keep teamed up against these guys. Don't get singled out.
Ready to receive.
Rebel fighters are just absolutely superior. And they've got that cruiser nearby, or the frigate nearby, which is not helping. I'm losing a lot of my unshielded fighters here. More and more A-Wings pouring in, but at least we're getting rid of some of their capital ships. Just get down here, get the fight. Okay. 1, 2.
Your command.
Designate 1.
Form up.
Let's get back up
Arms
here.
away.
2, get in there. Just stay away from those guys. My capital ships will take them. We just need to make sure we gang up on these fighters and wreck them while we have them. I don't know how many A-Wing squadrons are left, but there's probably still a considerable number.
Copy.
Here, designate group 3.
I copy.
3, everybody up here.
Reporting in.
Redesignate 1. Okay. Got all my fighters designated. Enemy frigates are taking a thrashing. Gonna get a lull in the fighting for a moment. Yeah, you can see their shields do not hold up against the Star Destroyers. Just gonna keep fast forwarding, let my Star Destroyers do some work.
Reporting. Yes, sir.
Just gonna stay away. Just let the Star Destroyers inflict some pain on these enemy units. And they are... Wish the rebels would just retreat, since they're really not putting up an appropriate fight here. Okay, here comes several Nebulon B frigates. Just let my Star Destroyers handle these guys. I could bring in the bombers, but I don't want to get jumped by A-Wings.
Yes, Commander.
I don't know, we'll try it real quick.
Deployed. Ready.
I'll bring in my TIE Defenders because they're quick.
Target in sight.
Well, they're quick for bombers.
Right away. Moving out.
Guessing that we're going to get jumped by A-Wings here in a minute.
TIE Defender standing by. Bomber targeting. Heading out. Heading for attack position. Defender squadron.
Unless they've brought in a ton of Nebulon B frigates and they don't have room to warp in any more fighters, that very well could be the
Ready
case.
for orders. Higher.
There we go. Wrecking the Nebulon B frigates.
Fall out. Defenders ready.
Okay, let's see. I hate these kind of fights. They're a waste of time, to be honest. Auto-resolving will get you screwed over, though, because the numbers go to the enemy. But this is ridiculous. If you attack me, attack me. AI should be swarming me up here. And honestly, that'd probably be their best bet anyways. Just try and overwhelm my forces with more than I can handle.
Ready to receive orders.
I'm going to bring my fighters down here and see if we can single this one out before it gets away. Going to keep these interceptors and I'll shield the craft a little further back, come in with the defenders.
Form up. Attack that target. Attacking target.
Yeah, lots more Nebulon B frigates pouring in, so we must have cleared out at least a group of A-Wings. I still doubt we've killed all 40 some odd squadrons that they had,
That
but
area. Coordinates received. Copy.
okay. Fast forward again, see if we can wait for another good chance to single out enemy units. It'd be kind of cool if your units on this game gained chevrons or like experience, kind of like the units did on Halo Wars, and it would make them be veterans, basically kind of like almost in Total War 2, where your units gain veterancy over time. It's really a cool feature, and for stuff like this, it would make it worthwhile. Upgrades that I should have taken care of earlier. I just remembered to look. Here comes an A-Wing squadron. They're going to get torn apart. Going to be under heavy fire there.
Station ready. Complete.
Okay, well we got the upgrades done. That'll help us a little. It gives us what? Let's see here. Fighters, 25% movement speed. Reduces the damage taken by Corvettes. That won't help, but... Let's see if we can wreck this A-Wing squadron real quick. There we go.
Copy. Reporting.
One quick head-to-head engagement. This cruiser's getting wrecked over here. Or frigate, sorry. Go ahead and fast forward again. Just let their Nebulon B frigates get wrecked. The only reason I really need to micro is if there's enemy fighters inbound. This frigate's gonna get wrecked here too because its shields are now gone.
Yes, sir. Attacking.
Okay, let's come back in. So
Targeting.
really pretty lucky that the rebels haven't caught on to Mon Calamari cruiser or frigates yet. The Mon Cal frigates can be a pretty big pain, but if I have an interdictor cruiser with each group, the Mon Cal frigates get neutralized fairly easy because they rely heavily on proton torpedoes, and the interdictor cruiser can completely disrupt the locking systems of the proton torpedoes and concussion missiles and all that kind of stuff. So more rebels getting wrecked. Come on, you rebel filth. Get up here, let's do this. more Nebulon B frigates. They're going to cruise in and out of range, being cowards. They're still going to take a beating. So I'm just going to keep fast forwarding, let them swing around for another run. Do apologize for this, but it has to be fought. It's just the nature of this game. The campaign AI is aggressive, but this is the price you pay for them being aggressive. They do stuff like this where their fleet is not very well thought out, and you end up fighting kind of a nuisance battle.
Firing. TIE defenders standing by. Setting up my run.
Take out their engines real quick so that they can't get away.
Defender squadron reporting.
That ship's now as good as wrecked.
Ready for orders.
Let's move on to the other one.
Defenders ready. Bombs deployed.
They hit their engines real quick. Though my defenders pretty much wrecked them on the very first run. Okay, since I got some more frigates, we're going to end up killing an absurd number of Nebulon B frigates. Come on, rebel filth. There we go. Crotchwads are finally going to go to hyperspace, so don't have to put up with that anymore, which means I can run some of my own attacks. We lost 2 TIE Defender squadrons, which does kind of suck, but we'll be able to retrain them, get them back. I've got more TIE Defenders actually right here that we can just go ahead and bring down to that. Okay, so now we've arrived at Karita. Han Solo is here, so the Millennium Falcon actually probably going to show up in a space battle. That's kind of cool. This is where Thrawn, I've got an interdictor cruiser, Piet. I don't have any other Star Destroyers for support here, though, and I probably need to get some in, but I do have some fighter backup just in case. But I mean, between Thrawn and Piet, they've got some pretty decent firepower. That is for sure. The Millennium Falcon's a pretty good space unit, though. It really is.
Thrawn reporting.
These vagrants stand in our way. Eliminate them to prepare for our land invasion.
Let me go ahead and start moving Thrawn up.
Reinforcements.
I'm going to bring in Piet. I'm going to bring in an interdictor cruiser to stop enemy missile attacks. And I'm going to bring in 2 victory cruisers just for some extra firepower. There's the Falcon. Crap. They got a ground-based ion cannon. And it's already disrupted Piet's ship. This kind of sucks because it means that I'm going to need to assault their base quickly because one of my ships is going to basically get held in stasis.
Your orders.
Actually, halt.
Your command, sir.
We need to get out here and put the missile field up.
Gravity well generated.
Okay, that ought to take care of the enemy missiles. Keep them from locking on.
What is your order? I'm here.
Guys, calling group 2. Yeah, that ion cannon now has several ships disrupted, so this is a big fat pain in the butt. The ion cannon recharges very quickly, drops your shields entirely, and like right now I can't move. They may have 2 ion cannons. This is pretty bad for me, actually. I need to get up, and we have... What are they firing at now? Okay, Piet's ship is back up and operational. We've got to assault their starbase and quick.
Navigating to coordinates.
And I'm gonna go ahead and pull in an acclimator. We're gonna have to get kind of reckless here.
Ready, sir.
And let's get group 2 and get in here to take out their hangar. Acclimator can come up here and draw a little fire.
Battery is online.
I'm gonna have to leave the interdictor cruiser back here to protect
Heading out.
my Star Destroyers.
Weapons ready.
The ion cannon's probably about to fire here again pretty quickly.
Weapons ready. Direct all fire.
My bombers are breaking through. I'm gonna try and fire on these Corvettes.
Attack position.
Ready for orders.
Yes, sir.
Attack. I think we're about to take out their hangar bay, which is going to be pretty helpful. And I'm going to go back into the missile jamming field. And as soon as I lose that acclimator, I'm going to warp another one in just to keep enemy fire busy and to give myself extra firepower. The ion cannon's not firing now for some reason. I don't know what the rebels are thinking, but they're stupid. So Piet and Thrawn are going to survive because the rebels are incompetent nincompoops. Target the missile frigate. But as long as I'm keeping Thrawn and some of these other units relatively safe from missiles, good shape. Okay, enemy starbase is down and their units are falling, so what kind of started out as a bit of a cluster is going to turn around for us. Check out the Millennium Falcon there. Let's take a look at my interceptors. See if we can spot them swarming the Falcon. Well, they're moving too quickly. So let's maybe take a look at this one. Yeah, there's the Millennium Falcon. It's caught in the tractor beam and it's getting hammered. But I mean, look what kind of a beating. It's got this invincibility thing too that it can use. It can take a savage beating. It's a pretty good space unit.
We are victorious.
But it's gone now. So Han and Chewie get exploded by the Empire. All we lost there was an acclimator, which is good for us. Let's resume. Actually, let's pause real quick. I need to get some more Star Destroyers into the fleet with Piet and Thrawn. Star Destroyers of different types, too. So maybe what we can do is come down here to Coruscant and train a couple of victory cruisers and a couple more acclimators. And I need some more Star Destroyers as well, and there's some coming off the lines at Kuat. There should be Star Destroyers coming off the lines at Sullust as well. And there is. Let's just keep them coming. And then at Biss, I need to be continuing to train heavy ground units.
Constructing unit.
Like AT-ATs and juggernauts and repulsor tanks and
Unit
all kinds
in
of
production.
stuff.
Unit in production. Unit in
Just
production.
need to keep Biss being productive, and honestly we should probably keep a lot of Dark Trooper
Recruiting.
P2s on the way
Enlisting
too. Those guys are
troops.
useful. I'd like to take the ground at Karita, and we should be able to do so. Let's resume game.
Construction complete.
Come on, give me what I want here. We've got
Construction complete.
plenty of guys.
Reporting.
Building started.
Affirmative. Star Destroyer reporting in.
We haven't gotten any action from the Death Star in a little while too, so we're gonna need to
Invasion commencing.
get some Death Star action. So we're gonna invade ground at Karita. They have the artillery, which we're gonna have to be careful of. Their artillery is not particularly good against AT-ATs, but sometimes the rebels spam the daylights out of it. And I've noticed that sometimes they also spam their heavy factories so that they basically get tons of reinforcing
Destination.
or infinite access to artillery is the long and short of what they end up with.
Rebels are blatantly making their presence known in the streets. Deploying some troops on the surface should remove any traitorous thoughts from their heads.
Bring in a few Dark Troopers.
Capacity.
Reporting.
Awaiting your orders.
I'm gonna drop
Deploying
Stormtroopers.
Stormtroopers. What can I do?
Got some humans here. Let's see if we can capture that extra drop point with them. Let's send these guys out just to do some scouting.
Ready. Got it. There they are. Blast them.
I don't know what we shot, but we shot something.
Yes, Commander.
Your orders, Commander?
Get ready to deploy our second round of Stormtroopers.
Dropping additional soldiers.
Dropping additional soldiers.
Okay, let's see. Lots of artillery units up there, which means the rebels most likely have them as reinforcing units. Which means we're going to really want our AT-ATs up there.
Ready.
I am ready.
Now, Dark Trooper P2 are supposed to be good
What
against
is your
artillery,
order?
and they are, but
Acknowledged.
when the rebels start spamming it,
Excellent suggestion.
even they start to struggle. So while all that artillery is out and about busy, what I'm kind of hoping to do, and it's a bit risky because if they have air to or ground to air turrets, my Dark Troopers will get shot out of the sky. But I'm gonna risk it and send them on a jetpack mission over there.
As you command.
Okay, we're wrecking all their artillery over here, but we are taking a beating in return, like I said, just due to the numbers. Each individual artillery unit's not great against the AT-AT, but this kind of stuff is bad too, where they get Plex troops firing at me for an extended period of time. Okay, let's get our stormtroopers up here.
Reporting.
And let's get group 1.
I am en route.
And my dark troopers have landed over, or they're trying to land over here. Yeah, look, they have a building that's spamming out more. I lost, no, okay, I didn't lose any of my dark troopers yet, but yeah, look, more artillery spam. I'm gonna call in a bombing run here to make sure that this building eats it.
Initiate bombing run.
Get over here and attack these guys. It's getting frustrating. There we go. Get rid of those guys. That's going to do some damage. Look, they've got another one out here spamming out more artillery, though. Like I said, this is what the rebels have been pretty commonly doing against me. I need a repair station. I don't want to lose any of my AT-ATs. So I'm going to be careful and make sure that they don't get killed. If I lose dark troopers, they're much more replaceable. I can train dark troopers relatively quick. So this is why I like them, though, because they can kind of jetpack in behind enemy lines and take care of stupid stuff like this. So now there won't be any more spam of rebel garbage like that. And I'm going to bring in a TIE Lancet.
I'm here, sir.
And we've now got these AT-ATs.
Reporting in, sir. Right away.
Repairing.
Ready. Yes, sir. Moving out.
Hopefully they don't have any more artillery left. We'll see. But yeah, my AT-AT's going to be back in good shape. Ready to push forward. Dark Troopers got the job done up here. Let's go find their... let's go find some more of their... Actually, let's bring these guys back over and just keep them alive for the moment. I'm going to bring them back over here. My AT-ATs will be ready to finish off all this crap. I'm going to take my stormtroopers forward.
Roger.
Capture this post. There's another enemy structure. Oh my gosh, they've got even more artillery. Holy crap, which means all my stormtroopers are going to get pasted if I keep sending them out there, so just run.
Advancing.
Copy.
Okay, that's probably healed enough.
Sir.
I've got an orbital bombardment available as well, which means we can just bombard that. So you see that 3 heavy factories that they had on the one planet? In just the fun campaigns that I've played, I've noticed that the rebels did that in my other campaign where they just spam artillery. And in and of themselves, they're not crazy dangerous, but in the spam numbers, they are just... you can't use any infantry because they die instantly. You can't use tanks because they die instantly. You can't use AT-STs because they die instantly. AT-ATs kind of become your go-to. But then even your AT-ATs start to take a lot of fire because there'll be like 12 or 13 artillery units. And like I said, even the AT-ATs start to feel that after a while. See, each individual volley doesn't do a lot, but I mean, most units don't do any damage per se really to the AT-ATs. There, hit this pillbox up here. Look, another artillery unit up there. Plus all the Plex troops shooting my guys. Get rid of that artillery.
They shall perish. Extinguish the enemy.
Should be able to get Group 3 up here to capture this now. Artillery unit down. Make sure that all the Plex troops die. Let's push forward over here. Our guys are a little bit damaged, but we should be okay. I'm gonna go ahead and take away this capture point from them. I'm gonna go ahead and fly these guys up here too. Okay, that facility is gonna take a shellacking.
Moving to attack. Targeting at maximum. They are no match.
There we go.
I anticipate no problems.
Okay, we should be able to just kind of go through a mop-up process now.
Ahead to that position.
As you wish, General.
They have a light factory somewhere that I don't think I've destroyed at the moment. We've got our Lancet squadron up too, which means they can go do some scouting. We have access to another Lancet squadron too.
Moving to area. Reporting. Heading out.
Warm up.
Move
Squad,
in
move
there.
out.
Group 1, Rancor
I am ready.
over there in the cage. I see a generator over there. My Lancet squadron, and ooh, they're gonna get hit by rockets. Get away from that.
Engines activated. Receiving orders. Attacking.
There we go.
What is your order?
We can attack that ion cannon.
Acknowledged. Engaging.
As you command.
Okay, my Lancets took care of their shield generator. I don't want to get the Lancets killed by the Plex troops that are in that little bunker though, so
Yes,
I'm going to go ahead and move my
I'll be there shortly.
walkers that direction. Let's see if there's anything else that we missed elsewhere. Let's fly all the way down here.
Ready for orders.
Just kind of do some looking around with all these units. Hear the Rancor roaring, which is pretty funny.
Standing by.
Got a spotter droid just roaming around, just kind of odd.
At the ready. As you wish. Squadron moving out.
Armed and ready.
Oh, we got more Plex troops over there. Ignore them. Yeah, here's your target.
Ready to receive orders. Firing.
Just take these guys out.
Ready for orders.
Group 1 plowed all those Plex troops.
Cannons charged.
Yeah, without their... Well, even in cover, the Plex troops don't do particularly well against AT-ATs. It takes a lot of shots.
Calculated. Right away. Acknowledged.
Okay, so I think we've destroyed all the rebel buildings. They did have 2 ion cannons, which is why they were having a lot of success with them. And we can just bombard the snot out of this little pillbox.
I'm here, sir.
Yeah, those guys are as good as dead. And then these guys are going to run away. So there we go. Successful attack on Karita without any major losses. Just lost a couple of Dark Troopers, which again, I don't mind replacing those. I get irritated trying to replace AT-ATs and other stuff that takes longer to train.
Cruiser reporting.
So at Karita we have gained control, and I might go ahead and build some heavy factories and stuff here just to try and be able to train walkers faster. It'd be interesting to have a planet that can do that. Do have a little bit, I mean not a lot of time, but a little bit here. Let's I like how I destroyed Mandalore earlier and probably made some of you cry whenever I did, but oh well, I did. I'm thinking about blowing up. Yeah, we should blow up Bothwy with the Death Star. What am I thinking? The Bothans were the ones who sold out the information on the first Death Star. Many Bothans died to bring us there. No, it was the second Death Star, whatever it was. But anyway, those treacherous Bothans are going to get their planet wiped out. Dang, Skippy.
Order confirmed.
Beginning construction.
Ready to
Now, Hutta.
Complete.
Okay. There's quite a rebel fleet here, actually. So this ought to be a pretty epic face smashing. So let's go ahead and begin. The Executor and the Death Star II all in one place. This is awesome.
Enemy is approaching.
Oh yeah. The rebels are going to get a pretty serious spanking here. They have an ion cannon that's going to suck. But we'll see. Yes, they do. Alright, so because they have an ion cannon, we're going to quickly dispatch their starbase, and then I'm going to call in an interdictor cruiser.
Reporting.
I'm going to move up.
Around. Destroyer here. Coming around. My scopes are heading to destination. Ready. Gravity well generated.
Okay, we've got a missile defense field up. Y-wings inbound. Let's get my fighters. This field will disrupt proton torpedoes, and it should disrupt these guys if they're close enough to the interdictor cruisers. So let's keep all our guys up close to the interdictors. The interdictor cruiser, there's only one.
Base will be in range in 30 seconds.
Form up.
Okay. And the enemy capital ships ought to take a pretty severe beating.
Heading to destination.
Yeah, the rebels are trapped. They can't get away at this point. I'm going to bring in some Tartan cruisers.
Advancing.
Okay, now we're talking. Now we've got a crazy fleet going on here. Plenty of Tartan cruisers. So we can handle the enemy fighter swarms. My own fighters can handle the swarms. Yeah, the rebels are gonna get just absolutely destroyed here. I wonder if when you destroy their starbase, if they can't use their ion cannon anymore. That might be the case. I don't know. You would think, though, since it's not destroyed down on the planet, that...
Watch for enemy ships. Engines are malfunctioning.
I'm gonna actually move up some of my ships, including Executor. I'm gonna move up the Interdictor Cruiser as well. The rebels may try to retreat once I get, take the gravity field offline. We're gonna lock the rebels in place. No retreat. They die here. It's one of the reasons why I like the Interdictor Cruisers so much. Let's get away from that. Assault frigate. Ugh, don't want to lose my Tartan cruiser. Okay, let's move up the Interdictor Cruiser.
Setting course.
Star Destroyer standing by.
Yes, sir.
Okay, the rebels are trying to make a jump to light speed once again.
Gravity well generated online.
I'm gonna go ahead and move up closer so I can give some support to my guys.
Copy.
Move them up here. Yeah, all my fighters swarming around are doing a great job.
Gravity well generated online.
Okay. We've retreated aborted their retreat once again. Rebels are taking massive losses. Executors in good position to fire on enemy capital ships, so massive damage is almost guaranteed. They're not firing on my Interdictor Cruiser, which is what they should be doing, because that's what would set them free, and they could focus fire on it and probably take it out. They are hurting the Star Destroyer pretty badly. But I've now got the cover of these Tartan cruisers, so the valiant rebel defense above Bothwe is all for naught, as I'm going to completely wipe them out at this point. Yes, they have. So, way too much firepower for the rebel scum, and I didn't actually pull the trigger with the Death Star while we were on the screen, so unfortunately you don't get to see that, but we're going to destroy Bothwe. So that's revenge of the Empire. The Empire strikes back against the Bothans. Hope you all enjoyed this episode. HeirofCarthage signing off for now.